Today we are going to explore the wonderful world of nuts. They are a great mindless snack, absolutely fantastic when you have a hunger pan, are really dense in calories and full of nutrition. However, they are not all made the same and they're not all processed the same ways. So I wanted to come here to Landers and kind of show you what's available locally and what the main differences are. Most of these are definitely considered healthy and good for you, but obviously anything that's healthy should still be eaten in moderation. I usually recommend about 20 pieces or 1/3 of a cup. And if you're really watching your weight, you want to go for types of nuts that are usually just dry roasted, not added with any oil, very low in terms of sodium counts, and not added with sugars or syrup coatings or dried fruit. All those things add the calories that you don't necessarily want. But if you're looking for a nice treat, obviously those are absolutely delicious. One of the favorites of every dietitian, nutritionist out there, all these new fads and diets coming out, they all talk about almonds and how good they are for you. And that's because they're great for heart health, they have moderate amount of fat, they have great amounts of fiber and protein, and are just very dense nutritionally. They can also help lower your blood pressure and possibly your cholesterol as well, making them the #1 choice if you're looking to lose weight and have something delicious to snack on too. Cashew nuts are another one that are really, really popular. I personally like them probably the most simply because they have a natural creamy texture to it. Put it in a food processor, you can make a great cashew butter, don't really need to add anything to it. They're also a great source of magnesium and iron, and they're said to help you kind of just develop stronger bones. Hazelnuts, that is the magic basically that goes into Nutella. Take a food processor, add in your hazelnuts, toss in some fresh cocoa powder, some good quality cocoa powder, adjust with the levels of sugars or syrups that you want in there, and presto, you've got your homemade Nutella. But aside from that, they're also really rich in selenium, and their consumption is said to kind of help produce healthier white and red blood cells in your bloodstream, which is never a bad thing. Macadamia nuts, obviously very popular because of that one brand from Hawaii that everyone loves. They're usually tossed in a bunch of flavors that are absolutely delicious. These are really high in monounsaturated fats, which are the fats that are actually quite healthy for you. I personally like them because they're very filling, but I would eat them in only small quantities, maybe 10 pieces only. They have a great texture that's very luscious, very decadent, very savory to it. And they are overall pretty good for you. A lot of people tend to stay away from them because they are actually really high in fat, but if you're not scared of fat or if you're on keto, they are okay. Now, probably one of the most popular ones out there, peanuts. You find them absolutely everywhere. They're probably one of the cheapest out there because they are easily grown in various places. But a little quick fact about peanuts, they're not actually nuts, they're legumes, which a lot of people don't know. But that's why it's been, a lot of papers have come out or people say that peanuts actually make your uric acids levels stronger and might lead to gout and all that. But those claims have since been contested by tons of nutritionists, so they're actually quite good for you, but again, in moderation. They're really, really high in potassium and protein and have been said to help in brain development. Pistachios are probably one of the most unique nuts in the market. You can either buy them shelled like this, which is always a great idea, but if you're lazy like me, you can buy them already pre-shelled, much easier. These for me are the most unique simply because of their flavor. It's completely different from all the other nuts that you might try. It really is distinct, it's really tasty. I personally love it in ice cream. And it's filled with vitamin B, and it's one of the only nuts that is absolutely cholesterol free. So if you're someone that freaks out about cholesterol levels, pistachios are a good place to go. So we're gonna talk about walnuts. Walnuts is, I think, considered one of the best when it comes to heart health. It's said to reduce inflammation in the arteries. It's said to carry a lot of good ALAs, which are conducive to just a healthier system, a cardiovascular system, and have been considered for the longest time to just be really good. Finally, the last one we're going to talk about, obviously we could talk about much more, like if you look at this bunch right here, these are natural mixed nuts, which are actually quite great. If you look there, you have some walnuts, you have some almonds, you have some pistachios, you have some hazelnuts, and you also have these big mama jamas right here called Brazil nuts, which are really good but not commonly found in the Philippines most of the time. So I really hope that that guide kind of helped you just navigate a lot. I know it gets confusing when you're in these large stores and looking at various products, it gets very exciting for me because it's one of my favorite things to do. But it's good to know kind of like what you're buying, why you're buying it, what's the purpose. Are you looking for flavor? Are you looking for health? It's really up to you. So if you enjoy that, please do let us know what else you want to see and what other products you want us to kind of try and demystify. And so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.